Alright guys, so welcome back to another video, and as you saw from, I guess, I don't know if it's a title card or what, but pretty much, yeah, I saw a video of Sneako by Brendan Buckingham, and it really just kind of made me want to voice my opinion on that whole red pill shit, even the SJW shit, because I find it, both ends pretty fucking stupid, because really what it comes down to is two extremes, right? And it's like kind of the same coin, you know what I mean? There's two sides to a coin, right? So you have the feminist extreme, and then you have the, I guess, red pill community extreme, right? And it's this real symptom from that, like the feminist shit, because some of that shit does get taken too far, just like some of the red pill shit does get taken too far. And I mean, let's get it out the way. So, you know, you got the fresh and fit guys. Some of the shit they say is true. It's kind of a running theme as far as red pill goes, but really, you gotta kind of take that shit with a grain of salt. Everything they fucking say, because they'll say one thing's true, and then they'll say some dumb shit that you're just looking at them like, what? Like, why? You know, and it's the same with Andrew Tate and even Sneako. They say a lot of dumb shit and a lot of shit that's true, which that point has been made a lot, so I don't really want to harp on that, because, you know, everyone always says, oh, they say some shit that's true and then you don't agree on other shit, but I guess that's the same with the feminist, you know, or I don't want to say feminist, but just the cancel culture shit, where I guess some of the shit's true. Like, there is genuinely some people that shouldn't have platforms, you know, fucking like skinheads and shit like that, but for the most part, I don't agree with any of the canceling shit unless it's a literal skinhead. But I mean, let's just get into this. So I'm just gonna list off my opinions pretty much as Sneako, and really just my opinions of the people that watch him, because something basically, I think everyone, like all those fans of like Andrew Tate, and I mean like diehard fans that actually love the guy, because like I like him too. I find him pretty entertaining, and I see what he's doing, which is he's trying to sell shit, right? He's trying to make a course, so he's gonna go on there, say some shit that's true, and also say some outrageous shit, because it makes an impact. It makes people, like, kind of the thought of him last. Like, if Andrew Tate was just saying shit like, oh, women gave me pilots, or this bitch better cook me a steak, like shit like that, people, he would be kind of like I guess you could say like what's the version of it, like you get, you know, your 5 minutes of fame, and then you're kind of forgotten about, you know, a lot of those like Boom Gang and those type of guys, right? But he's trying to sell shit, so he can't just do outrageous shit. He has to also drop some knowledge. And the thing is, a lot of the knowledge that those guys drop, all of them, Sneako, Fresh and Fit, fucking Andrew Tate, all of them, a lot of that shit they drop is basic knowledge, okay? And a lot of that shit, I don't think you should take that advice that they say, because a lot of that advice that they say will not work on the actual woman that you do want in your life, which is not hoes, pretty much, right? And it goes to girls too, because, you know, it's like, we shouldn't be teaching like kids the shit that they're teaching. What we should be teaching kids is pretty much the actual shit you need in a relationship. You shouldn't be teaching kids like, oh, this is how you pick up a girl at a club, because that shit's not gonna help them. It's not gonna be. A lot of the guys that watch that shit are lonely, and even if they do get a one night stand, I mean, really, like, how long are they gonna be like, oh, I got the one night stand? Like, you think that's just gonna be like the rest of their life? They're gonna be like, yes, I got the one night stand. You know what I mean? No, they're gonna be fucking lonely, right? So we should be teaching them on shit that actually matters, things like loyalty, which they do touch on. Not, like I said, not everything they say is bullshit. You need loyalty and you need respect, again, something that they do touch on, but I feel like they really just give a fuck more about fucking bitches, and that lifestyle can only last you for so long. And I don't think that that's a healthy thing to put out. It's just, oh, fuck bitches. Just like it's not a good thing for girls to put out, you know what I mean? For girls to be like, oh, you know, just like city girl shit, you know? I don't think it's healthy on both sides, city boys or city girls. Because at that point, both are going to end up lonely as fuck. Like, lonely. That lifestyle is not going to get you shit. You got to be teaching kids pretty much, you know, hey, these are the people you take home to meet your parents, you know what I mean? And these are the people you don't, you know? These are the people you have a one-night stand with. And there's like, the advice for a guy having a one-night stand is not the same advice for a guy who's trying to actually, like, have a proper, even just girlfriend, like, a long-lasting relationship. Same with a girl. Like, the same shit you would tell a girl when she's like, oh, I just want to fuck a dude tonight, and that's it. Like, you're not gonna give her the same fucking advice, but they kind of paint it as this blanket statement, like, yes, you will have a wife and you will do all this shit with, which it's just not gonna work, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry, but no actual, like, self-respecting person is on both ends just gonna let whoever their partner is cheat on them, especially not if that's your wife, right? If that's your wife, you're not just gonna let her fuck other guys. If that's your husband, you're not just gonna let him fuck other girls. And that's just the simple fact of life, man. We need to be teaching people respect as far as relationships goes, and they do get into that a little bit, but as far as Andrew Tate, he kind of just focuses on, he puts out definitely way more on podcasts and shit of the outrageousness, and I love the dude. He's entertaining as fuck. I don't care. I don't think he should have been banned at all. I think he's very fucking entertaining. Sneako, he's kind of strikes me as just an idiot following trends. I'm not gonna lie, because the simple fact that he himself has let his girlfriend fuck other guys, right? And you think this red pill community would be like, you know, kind of bullying him for that, but no, they rally behind him, and that's who they take their advice from, is someone that was letting his girl do that shit to him, which to me just shows me that he's following trends and he doesn't believe the shit he says. Just like Andrew Tate, he's just there to sell, and he sell his fucking Hustlers University, his PhD in pimping, that shit. Fresh and Fit are just there to create entertaining content, kind of like reality TV is what I would compare their shit to. You know, shit like Jersey Shore, just some dumb shit you can turn your brain off and watch, and, you know, find it entertaining. But as a simple thing, if I was to tell somebody that's in the red pill, like, heavily into it, and they like believe all of everything they say, I'd be like, hey man, just on both sides, girls and guys, take everything you hear in life with a grain of salt. Not everything you're gonna hear is true, and especially not everything you're gonna hear is gonna work out for you, okay? A lot of those guys that are into that shit are lonely fucking guys. They're 30-year-olds, mid-20s, still in their mom's basements, probably still working minimum wage, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. But we should be teaching those type of people, which, I mean, they kind of do, is to get off your ass and work for shit, right? Nothing's gonna come for you free in life, you know, guys and girls. Again, nothing's gonna come for you free. You're gonna have to get up off your ass and fucking work for a lot of that shit, unless there's some special fucking things, like your dad's rich, you know, you come from a rich family. In that case, you're probably not gonna have to work as hard as the immigrant that just came fresh off the boat, man. And that goes for relationships, for friends, money, whatever, you know, your passion. Let's say you like making you like writing scripts for movies, or you like making movies, you know, you're gonna have to put a lot of fucking work in to be able to fucking make the movies you want, man. And that's just a simple fact of life, right? So the advice they kind of offer you, some of it is get off your ass, go work, get your finances in order, which is something I hear a lot of the Fresh and Fit saying whenever I would watch them. And like I said, I was even watching them back then when, like, Adam was on there from No Jumper and shit like that, and even then I was like, yeah, a lot of that shit they say is bullshit. And it just comes down to the you know, people that experience life, because I guarantee you everyone that has gone through some real shit, even people that aren't in relationships, but you know, they know life, they have experiences, they're not in their mom's basement. Those people know that the shit they say, it might be true, half of the shit might be true, but the other half is just bullshit you gotta toss out. And that should be something you take from everything in life. Like I said, you know, even some shit your parents say is not gonna be true. They grew up in a different time, different shit worked back then. You know, you always have that classic stereotype of the boomer telling like the Gen Z or millennial to just work hard and shit like that, when that's not really even enough to get you by nowadays. So, you know, everything you hear you should take with a grain of salt, and take the shit that you think would actually benefit your life, and shit that will benefit your life that people say to you, you know. Take advice, try to soak up as much game as you can for anything in life. That's really the best thing I could say. But I guess I'm kind of just giving out advice. But to get back to the whole manosphere shit, like I said, a lot of the guys are lonely, they haven't experienced life, a lot of them are young, so they get suckered into kind of thinking like that. Because, you know, it's just, when you're a kid, you know, when you're young, you think everything's the same. You know, it's either like black and white, you know, and there's no gray spot, when really life is all gray spots. If you follow everything fresh and fit, say, you're gonna end up fucking lonely. Just like the girls that go in there and say dumb shit, they're gonna end up lonely too. Alright? Now, the people that aren't gonna end up lonely are people that understand that relationship is about compromise and it's about fucking work. Okay, no relationship is just easy, you know, you guys just talk and fuck and it's all the good stuff. No, relationships come with a lot of fucking hard shit. Okay, like, you're gonna have to, you know, you're essentially trying to balance your life around someone, as well as them balance their life around you, and that shit gets hectic with work. And you gotta balance your shit around friends too, because if you spend all your time with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you're gonna lose friends. Just like if you spend all your time around your friends, you're gonna lose your girlfriend. You gotta balance shit around hobbies, you know, same with the work life. You gotta balance that shit around your friends. It's just big balancing acts, man, and you can't just be one way, because like I said, you're just gonna end up lonely. Okay, and everyone that goes to those guys for advice, I would say, like I said before, take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Not everything they say is gonna be true, just like not everything they say is gonna be wrong. Okay, and that's on both sides, the SJW and red pill side. Okay, not everything they both say is gonna be fucking right. You gotta come to your own conclusions about shit and use logic and sit there and think and go, will this advice benefit me? Is this advice true? Blah 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 blah. You have to fucking think for yourself sometimes, guys. And the sad fact is, a lot of the guys that are lonely, they don't really do that. They kind of, because they're lonely, right? They want to have a community and a crowd because they don't got that shit in their social life or just their life in general. So they stick to this red pill shit, and then they get fucking stuck in it and think every girl's like some greedy fucking money whore, you know what I mean? And that's just not, it's not true. Is there a lot of girls like that? Yes, but there's a lot of guys like that too. I know a lot of fucking bums that would only date rich girls and fucking basically live with them and would fuck for shelter pretty much. You know what I mean? Just like I know a lot of girls that do that shit, man. So it really is just two sides of the same coin. I feel like I'm just saying the same shit over and over again, so I'm probably gonna end it. I don't even know if this is gonna come out. If it does, I guess I just felt like I had to drop it, like I had to say this shit. Yeah, and please just like and sub. I hope you guys enjoy my content. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.